7:13, 47 minutes before the top of the hour. Hey, today, cloudy, chance of flurries.
12.
Wait for it. Wait for it. 47 minutes before the top of the hour, cloudy with a chance of flurries, light snow showers. Temperatures are going to be falling all afternoon, right around 20. Tonight will be dark. It's going to be
too dark.
Low around 10, and Wednesday and Thursday high near 20. And then Friday, the high is 9. It's going to be cold.
Man, it's god-awful cold, Jerry.
It is. I'm going to warm me up right now with our next guest.
You're going to warm me up?
Yes. This guy is simply amazing. He does it all. He is Ron Arden. And Ron, tell me a little bit about you and what you do. Ron, welcome to the show, Ron.
Good morning. Great to be here. Well, I'm here to promote FullScore Chamber Orchestra. I am the music director of that group. I also play viola professionally. I'm a singer. I teach privately out of Barrington High School 1 day a week. I'm kind of what they call a Renaissance man in the music world. Do a lot of different things to make a living.
And you got a hell of a sight.
You play a what?
Viola. It's a little bigger than a violin.
Yeah, they pick up on Thursday.
How long have you been playing, Ron?
Since before you were born, Jerry.
I was born in 59, so I doubt that.
Okay. Since I was in junior high.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you want to get into music? I mean, it was just
I
a
came out of
calling?
the womb singing and dancing. I have always just really loved everything about music.
All
Jerry came out of the womb singing and dancing too, but it's mostly get out of trouble.
Anyways,
And that didn't work.
No.
You've got a huge show going on this weekend, correct?
No, it's on the 28th.
Oh, the 28th, okay.
Yep. Mhm.
And what is that?
We're doing our Winter Classics concert. It's called Classical Music is for the Birds. We're doing it at Midlane Country Club.
Okay.
We have a cash bar at 6 o'clock, dinner at 7, and the concert at 8. You can either do dinner and the concert or just the concert at 8 o'clock.
And are you going to be playing or directing?
I'm going to be conducting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we're doing a bunch of classical music that actually pokes fun at classical music.
Such as?
Well, we're doing a toy symphony by Mozart's father, Leopold Mozart, and it's actually for strings and toys, like a fake toy trumpet and a ratchet that you hold over your head, and all this weird kind of stuff just to poke fun, because Leopold Mozart liked to do that. Believe it or not, not all classical musicians are stuffed shirts.
Right.
They like to have fun. Then we're doing a symphony by Haydn called The Farewell, and I don't want to give it away, but there's some exits on stage that will just make people roar.
Exits. Right. Remember that?
Yeah, and
Okay.
have you ever heard of P.D.Q. Bach?
Sure.
PDQ, yeah, I used to make chocolate
Oh,
milk.
you
but
guys,
it's-
now you're really
till I
old.
got
Okay,
to
that was before
Nestle's.
electricity. Yeah,
Exactly.
PDQ. Yeah.
P.D.Q. Bach.
P.D.Q.
Yes.
Bach is
one
a
of my favorite.
Seriously, you know him.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're doing a piece by him called Octoot.
God bless you.
For 2 flutes, 2 oboes, 2 clarinets, and 2 bassoons, and it's just...
I work with 2 bassoons, I tell you what.
Well, I see a
Sorry,
whole
Max.
bunch of them in this room. And
Not Chris.
if you don't know Peter Shickley, he's the guy that's the brainchild of P.D.Q. Bach, and he has spent his whole life poking fun at classical music, and it's really a funny piece. And then we're closing with 4 movements by Saint-Saëns from Carnival of the Animals, which is actually, we're doing 4 movements that have bird sounds in them, made by classical instruments, and it's really, really cool stuff.
What kind of bird sounds?
Nightingale,
Out of a wolf.
cuckoo, like you. Cuckoo, and we might hire you to be in this concert. Are you available that
The
night?
20
Oh, you ought to see him in tights. Oh, it's to die for.
You actually got a better looking fanny than I do.
I didn't want to say nothing.
We don't want to see anybody behind.
No. All right. For
No one's left behind.
isn't there a special price of like a?
What the heck? You know, we
You shouldn't have invited me here.
we have
I might
grade
have to come
school
back.
kids
No.
listening.
Fun.
We have 2.
Grade school kids, right? I'm so sure.
We have 2 guests that we never invite back. Somebody that's very good or somebody that's very bad. Quite honestly, you might be one of them. So,
Yeah.
Who gets to decide?
Bye-bye.
all kidding aside. All right. Now, Ron, that's the 28th. But isn't there like a special deal? Like
Yes.
of 8 people, you get a discounted rate?
We are offering a special deal that if a business or a corporation or say a group of friends go together and they buy a table, that my wife and I will give them a $450 premium of an hour of free music for any occasion they want. It could be a wedding, it could be for their church, it could be for a cocktail party, whatever they want, and we do everything from classical to rock. The FullScore Chamber Orchestra specializes in not doing just classical music. We
Okay.
do jukebox concerts a year in the Zion Band Shell. We do a kids concert where we promote, we've got to spend most of our time promoting music to kids because we're losing music in the public schools, as you well know.
Absolutely.
And then at Christmas time we do a big Christmas show. Usually it's the Messiah. This last year we did some other stuff. So we're not your typical orchestra. 2/3 of our season is catering to promoting music, pulling the wool over people's eyes like this classical music is for the birds thing. folks won't know what they're getting until they get there. The orchestra will love it because they're playing all classical stuff, but really it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just fun.
Now, did you ever play an instrument at all?
Saxophone.
Did you really?
Yeah, for a little while, and then I quit for some reason. I don't know why. I wish I hadn't at this point.
And I started playing guitar a little bit. I can still, I still know a few chord changes, but not very well. So, I mean, how young do you think, Ron, you need to have a child start playing an instrument?
Well, that's really up for grabs. A lot of people feel differently about that. My wife started playing piano when she was 2.
Wow.
And she does have a special affinity for the instrument that a person who started later in life, I mean, you could start playing piano now if you wanted to, but she just feels very comfortable there. It just depends. Singing, much, much later because the vocal cords don't mature until later in life, but really, anytime.
You really
okay.
should have your child, you should introduce them to the arts of some nature at a young age. Even our granddaughter, we encourage her to water paint, even though it's a mess, Play-Doh. Just anything that gets her little mind working is a good thing.
Yeah, well, they have proven physiologically and scientifically, psychologically, that whole all those words that I don't even understand.
We don't need it.
But
don't be making stuff up here. We don't.
No, this is actually the truth, and there's a big study going on at Northwestern right now about the effects of classical music on children. They've done studies for years, and the kids who are involved in some sort of music activity, it might just be listening and learning in class, or it might be actually learning how to play an instrument, they do better in math, science, and social skills. Well, we could use a whole lot of better social skills in this country.
Absolutely.
Especially in the studio.
Music class begins at 7:30, guys.
So you teach as well. If somebody needs to get a hold of you for private lessons, how would they do that, Rod?
Call my home number.
Which is?
847-746-3472.
If you see this on the bottom of the screen here.
Always deliver the number.
Yeah, one more time, Rod.
847-746-3472, which is also the number you can call for tickets for the concert.
Okay. They can buy those directly from you?
They can buy, they can send a check to me. I'll talk to them on the phone and have them, because my house is the office, send the check to me and they'll be held at will call. And those are for dinner, which
You're not scalping these tickets.
I'm not scalping those tickets, man. They're already so cheap. $35 for a concert and dinner? That's unbelievable.
Inexpensive.
And if you just want the concert, it's only $10, and you can do that at the door.
Okay.
At Midlane Country Club on the 28th at 8 o'clock.
Who were some of your inspirations growing up? I mean, you said you listened to rock and classical.
You know what I really loved as a kid, and this is really great for what we're talking about this morning. I grew up loving the old movies with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I watched.
Can you dance as well?
No.
Okay.
You're not serious about asking me that, are you?
Can you dance? I didn't know.
No, for fun I can. But
we'll move off the stuff off the table.
No, I can't. I wish I could. But I loved all the old musicals. I really love musical theater, and I love R&B. I listen to your station. I listen to rock music. I'm not your typical classical musician. I love it all.
What do you think of the show Glee that's on? I mean, since you're kind of in the arts.
I haven't seen it, but
You've got to be kidding me.
But my high school kids, my voice students, are really into it, you know. Well, I think it's a great thing. I mean, they won a lot of awards the other night.
Sure.
And at the end of the awards, the guy actually said, the producer of the show said, and thanks to all you music educators who don't get paid enough money.
That's what I was going for. Absolutely.
So let's stop talking about it and get them some more money somehow. Because all those people sitting in that room are millionaires. Let's face it.
Administrators have to take a pay cut.
That's right.
Put that money to work.
The actors and actresses on Glee would have to take a pay cut.
All right. How about
Jerry and I took a pay cut.
How about American Idol? What do you think of that?
Ooh, there you go.
Your honest opinion.
Honestly speaking, not my favorite show. Here's the reason why. As a singer who does an equal amount of pop music, those singers that get onto that show are just a fraction of the really incredible talent that's out there in America. They're just the ones that are, interested in doing that kind of stuff. But a lot of the singing is not that great, to be honest with you.
Well, I appreciate you coming in again
Thanks for
today,
having me,
Rod. And for more information, you're going to be out at the 28th at Midlane.
Absolutely.
You got 30 seconds to do a recap on when, when, and why.
FullScore Chamber Orchestra is presenting Classical Music is for the Birds dinner concert. 6 o'clock p.m. on the 28th is the cash bar. 7 o'clock for dinner. 8 o'clock for the concert. You can get dinner tickets for $35, which includes the concert, or just tickets for the concert, $10. And you can call 847-746-3472 and ask for Ron Arden to get those tickets.
Is this going to be? Is there a website available?
Yes, that's at www.fullscore.org.
All right, and we're going to have this clip up this afternoon at GoFlow.com.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
You're more than welcome. Right now, we're going to check in with Lake County Traffic Center with John Jenza.
Jerry, the traffic